on my list, since I just did Larry David, I've decided I will do Cassie David. Cassie David is his daughter. I think she wrote a book. I'm not sure. I feel like her claim to fame might be dating Pete Davidson, which is kind of tragic, actually. She's funny though. She has a YouTube or like a TikTok or I don't know something. I saw some web series she did that was pretty 694 964 humor. So I'm kind of starting from the point that she's like that, which is sort of similar to her dad's type, but not quite probably. So I haven't watched anything yet, so I'll just try to do this. Whitney Cummings, who's probably a 7. Maybe I'll type her after too.
Okay. Are we friends?
Well, when you were telling me you were like, come on the podcast, and I was like, okay, and you were like, don't worry, like it's totally comfortable because like we know each other, and if you don't like anything, like we can talk about it. And I was like, okay, yeah, that makes me feel better because like we're friends and that's cool. And you were like, we're not friends. What are you talking about? And I was just like, oh, no, we're not friends. You were like, I don't know what you said, but everything you say to me on text is so cryptic. And I truly leave being like so confused whether you're like playing a prank on me or not.
Are you my friend? Like, why are you messing with me? Like, this is not like positive competency image 3 shit. This is definitely not 2 stuff. And I think that this is 6, like self-effacing, but she's also like questioning, doing the like sort of head center, like, where are we? Probably not social dom. So Cassie might be SPSO, self-pres social. She's not worried about her social image so much when she's discussing this.
Cazzie David had a pilot and it was going to be so brilliant and it's the next Fleabag and blah, 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 blah. And
the next Fleabag. And so she's like a 694. So there's probably some kind of archetypal crossover there.
I was on the set of my pilot,
but we both didn't get picked up. Like at the same time. What was the reason that they say that?
But also, why were we making a show for a grocery store?
Yeah, there was some relief in that, like the politics of working for Amazon are just like really just like don't feel good and are very conflicting. So there is a relief in being like, oh, I'm really glad that I don't have to try to justify this to myself for like the next few years. Because you want a show. So
I like that she's just openly shitting on Amazon and how gross and fake it is, kind of. So again, like 6'4" probably.
It's like, oh my, it's just like
you want a show?
Yes, of course. Yeah,
of course.
Who doesn't?
Why? What about it?
It's just like I mean, there's like a ton of reasons, but for me, I think it would be like the best outlet for my comedy that I can just keep putting out into the world. For you, maybe it's this podcast and you can do your bits on your podcast every week and you don't need to like, it's not a lot of like, you know.
I don't know. I think Cassie David might even be 9w8 fixed, actually. She seems very heavy, like her energy. She has a kind of density about her.
Right. Why do you want a show? You've had many shows. Obviously, I'm aware.
I'm just so fascinated by you.
And she's like kind of got the slobby chic thing going on. Not that that necessarily means 9w8 gut center, but she kind of has like a sort of unimpressed, rolled out of bed vibe.
Why is that?
Imagine me being able to answer that. So, what did you want and what did you get?
Just in general, I want to write my stuff.
Start it.
Like
maybe she's a 9w8 core. Wasn't expecting this. Okay.
Start doing it. Yeah, I have. I think, you know, if people didn't like my writing or like, you know, going back like a few years, I would have stopped by now. So it's like, yes, I'm like still doing it because I feel like there are a few people, I don't know, a few people,
Plus attachment core stuff. So yeah, 9 or 6.
but like there's
That she even cares about like the audience to keep creating.
people I've reached with it. So otherwise I wouldn't have like continued to do it. And I'm not only doing it because I can. Does that make sense?
Are you dating someone?
No.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I mean, are you dating someone?
It's the same
Yeah.
Like,
Would you, if you were dating someone, would you want to talk about it on this podcast?
I mean,
You don't give a shit. You have blue hair. We are the opposite. We are opposite people.
It's over. Like, yeah, this is you in 10 years.
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't think
Why
so.
not? What is it?
I guess we should just start with the hair. Like
Oh, here we go. Here's the forfeits coming out now. I'm not like you, especially not you, any comics.
think you look fucking really awesome.
But
It's not something I could do. It would bring too much attention to me.
It's
physically.
such a tricky
It would
word.
bring too much attention to me. Starting to do 9w8.
It is, isn't it?
I feel like that's your lot in life. Attention.
Because I want it, and
You
claim to
you
own it.
hate fuck it.
Yeah, I hate fuck it.
It's very primal.
How do you like? What is your take on it?
And also she keeps like sending the ball back to Whitney to get her to engage on her opinions, which again is like kind of 9-6-6-9.
I don't. I know that like
because she's the guest on the show is what I mean. It's not like if you're just having a conversation, but it's like she's the guest on the show, but she keeps asking Whitney. It's like deflecting attention, which kind of makes me lean more 9 again.
And clowns me on this. I think I'm like notorious, right?
I wouldn't call you notorious. No.
Yeah. Are we in a word fight?
I don't have that many words. I have the smallest vocabulary ever.
Vernacular fight.
SPSO 9w8.
I have nothing to fight with. No, but I wouldn't call you notorious.
What's the last time you just were like, I nailed it?
I've never felt like I nailed anything.
Aww.
When I get away with,
but also again, like she's totally in the 4-6-9 try range. This is just self-deprecation. Like she's not trying to impress anyone. There's no assertiveness to any of this. It's very droopy. It's very like, I know, like I'm a waste of space kind of shit. But I don't like your description of me. It's just like that kind of energy. The sad sack type, really.
With something, and I'm like, oh, like people didn't make fun of that. Like I nailed it.
So you're.
So yeah, again, like 6-9-9-6.
A true stand-up in that you want to control how you're going to be embarrassed.
Yeah, I'm a stand-up with stage fright, so I can't do it.
But so you should only be friends with comedians.
Yeah, that would be great if they'd like to be friends with me. I don't know. You can ask them if anyone's interested, but yeah, I would like to. I feel the most comfortable when I'm with people who are funny.
Comics,
yeah.
like because you're set.
It's just like relentless. It's just like relentless 4-6-9 stuff.
Sensitive, but you're also tough.
Yeah,
you're not as sensitive as you think you are.
Mm-hmm.
But people that don't get it are gonna.
It's like earth-shattering when someone doesn't get it.
Yes, or they're gonna treat you with kid gloves, and it's like patronizing and infantilizing. Like what's your ideal day?
Like nothing bad happens. Like nothing embarrassing happens. Nothing happens. My ideal day is like nothing happens.
You were born into an embarrassment.
That's wild. Yeah, I'm gonna go 9 for her, I think. She seems like very anxious too. I think 9-8. She does have self-criticism, but it doesn't seem the 9-wing one way. She doesn't seem like she's trying to improve anything. It's just sort of like she is suffering. 9-8, and then 6. I want to go 6'5" for her head fix. It could be 6'7", but I'm gonna leave in 6'5". This is a speed typing. I almost, or you know what? Okay, no, scrap that. I am actually wondering if she's 4'5" fixed instead of 4'3" fixed, and this is the extra droopy part of it instead of she doesn't seem bitchy enough to maybe be a 4'3" fix. I think it's 4 though for sure. I think so. It's 9'8", 4'5" heart. So might be 6'7" head because she seems very uncertain. And if she already has 5, then I think that that makes sense to me. So I think
Embarrassing situation.
Yeah, honestly, like saying to my dad the other day, like, if this privilege thing is such a problem, we should have just like put you up for adoption. Like, I don't want this, I don't want this privileged kid. Like, get this, because you're so like tainted by.
Yeah, you're like beautiful and you're smart and funny, and it's a nightmare.
No, sorry.
yeah, I think 4'5" fix. So this is a speed typing. I'm not going to get too into it, but I'm thinking 4'5" heart fix. She's not doing enough flashy shit. She's like just like a bag of like sad, wet black Cheetos or something. So I think she's 9'8", 6'7", 4'5". Probably I'm going 6'7" just because I don't know, 7 almost feels like somehow in her shadow, and she would then have triple head and 4 under 9'8", and I just think that would create like a miasma of anxiety and self-hatred and realizing you're not part of the grid, not even wanting to be part of the grid, but lamenting that you're not part of the grid and blah, blah, blah. Cazzie David, speed typing, but I think she's a self-pres social, 9'8", 6'7", 4'5", which makes her 864 adjacent, which is a term that I'm using from Enneagrammer. And shadow type is my term, which is like what we hate and what we envy and what we access to at the same time, which is 8, 7, and 5, I think. So she doesn't have like a full new tri-type or trifix, whatever you want to call it. I think the extra head, so she has triple head in her type and triple reactive in her type underneath the 9 Eeyore thing. So I think it's like just creates like the perfect like sad Eeyore sad sack combo of just like, and as self-pres dom. So it's just like, oh, I don't like my life. No one asked for this, including me. So okay, that's my typing of Cazzie David. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, fuck off, Karen. I don't want to hear it. Okay, bye.